You've heard the stories. The guy who made $1 million from his bedroom. The girl who quit her job after 6 months of selling products she never even touched. Dropshipping. It sounds like a dream, but then you dig a little deeper. And you hear the other side, the horror stories, the failed stores, the thousands of dollars wasted on ads that went nowhere. So which story is true? Is dropshipping dead in 2026? Or is it just hiding in plain sight? Here's what nobody tells you. Dropshipping isn't dead, but the way people talk about it, that's dead. The old playbook is burned. The find a product, run Facebook ads, get rich strategy is toast. And honestly, it's been toast for years, but that doesn't mean the opportunity is gone. It just means the game has changed. And if you want to win in 2026, you need to understand the new rules, the hidden rules, the rules that most YouTubers aren't telling you about. Let me paint you a picture. It's 2020. World is locked down. Everyone is shopping online. A guy finds a quirky gadget on AliExpress. He puts it on Shopify for 3 times the price. He runs a few ads, and boom, sales start rolling in. Fast forward to 2026. That same strategy, it's like trying to win a marathon by running in circles. The competition is brutal. Customer expectations are through the roof. And ad costs, they've gone through the roof. So what happened? The gold rush ended. But the mining operation, that's still very much alive. You just need a better pickaxe. Let's start with what actually works in 2026. And I mean really works. Not what some guru is selling you in a course. Not what looks good in a screenshot. What actually puts money in your pocket, week after week, month after month. The first thing you need to understand is this. Dropshipping isn't about the product, it's about the problem. The product is just the tool. The solution is what people are actually buying. And if you can't articulate that solution clearly, you're dead in the water. Think about the last thing you bought online. Was it a product? Or was it a solution? You didn't buy a water bottle. You bought hydration, convenience, health. You didn't buy a laptop. You bought productivity, entertainment, connection. That's the shift. Customers don't care about your product. They care about what your product does for them. And in 2026, the only dropshipping stores that survive are the ones that understand this on a bone-deep level. So here's the new playbook. Step 1. Find a problem, not a product. A genuine, painful, everyday problem that real people are frustrated by. Something that makes them sigh when they think about it. Something they'd pay to never deal with again. That's your goldmine. Step 2. Find a product that solves that problem. Not a cool gadget, not a trending toy. Something that actually fixes the frustration. Step 3. Build a brand around that solution, not a store. A brand, a name, a promise, a reason to trust you. Step 4. Sell the solution, not the product. Let me give you a real example. A guy I know, let's call him Mark. Mark started a dropshipping store in 2024. He didn't sell phone cases. He didn't sell fidget toys. He sold a solution to a very specific problem. Pet owners struggling to remove fur from furniture. That's it. He found a simple roller brush from a supplier in China, nothing special. But then he built everything around the problem. His website was called Fur Free Home. His ads showed frustrated people trying to remove fur from sofas. His product descriptions didn't talk about the brush. They talked about the frustration, the embarrassment, the joy of a clean home. He scaled that store to over $40,000 a month in revenue, with a product that cost $2. The product didn't change. The marketing did now. Let's address the elephant in the room. Shipping times. This is where most people think dropshipping dies, and you know what? They're not entirely wrong. In 2020, people were patient. They understood the pandemic, the delays, but in 2026, customers want their stuff yesterday. And if you're shipping from China with a 15-day delivery window, you're going to get chargebacks, bad reviews, and a dead store. So here's the counterintuitive twist. You don't need faster shipping. You need better expectation management. Most dropshippers make the same fatal mistake. They promise fast shipping, they promise quality, they promise everything, and then they fail to deliver. That's where the disappointment comes from, not from the shipping time, from the broken promise. So what if you flipped the script? What if you promised honest shipping times? What if you told customers up front? Your order will arrive in 12 to 18 business days. We're shipping directly from our fulfillment center to keep costs low. And then you surprised them when it came in 10 days. What would that do to your reviews, your trust, your customer satisfaction? It changes everything. This brings us to the crucial comparison. The old way versus the new way. The old way said, find a product, find a supplier, put it online, run ads, get rich. The new way says, find a problem, find a solution, build a brand around it, create content around it. Earn trust, then sell. The old way was a transaction. The new way is a relationship. The old way worked in a world of low competition. The new way is the only way that works in a world of high competition, and here's the beautiful part. The new way doesn't require more money. It doesn't require more time. It requires more thought. And that's something anyone can do. Starting today, so is dropshipping dead in 2026? No, but it's not what it used to be. It's evolved. It's matured. And that's actually good news for you, because the days of getting rich quick with a shiny gadget and a Facebook ad are over. The days of building a real business that solves real problems, those days are just beginning. That's where the money is now, not in the gold rush, in the community that stays and builds something lasting, something people actually appreciate, something that doesn't depend on the next viral trend. A real, honest, problem-solving business. Let me give you another example. Sarah was a teacher. She loved her job, but she hated one thing: organizing classroom supplies. Her students would lose markers. Crayons would roll off desks. Pencils would disappear. Every day was a battle, so she looked for a solution. She found a simple organizer tray on a supplier site, nothing special. But she couldn't stop thinking about how much it would help her, and that's when it clicked. She wasn't looking at a product. She was looking at a solution to a problem she lived with every single day. She started a store called Classroom Chaos No More. She sold that organizer, and then she added more. And then she added teacher resources. And then she started a newsletter. And within a year, she was making more from her side hustle than her teaching salary. All from a product that cost her less than $5. So here's what you need to do. Starting today, right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, grab your phone, open your Notes app, and write down 3 problems you personally experience in a single day. Small problems, big problems, frustrating problems. Problems that make you roll your eyes, problems you'd pay to fix. Not because you have to, because you want to. That list. That's your dropshipping goldmine. Because if you experience that frustration, there are tens of thousands of other people who experience the exact same thing. And they're actively searching for a solution. On Amazon, on Google, on social media. And they'd pay a premium to someone who actually understands. Stop thinking about products. Start thinking about problems. Stop thinking about suppliers. Start thinking about solutions. Stop thinking about winning the lottery. Start thinking about building something real. Because that's what works in 2026. That's always what worked. And honestly, that's what will always work, because people will always have problems, and people will always pay for solutions. The game hasn't changed. The playbook hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is the people who are too lazy to do the work. And those people are the ones calling dropshipping dead. But you know better now, don't you? When you first heard about dropshipping, you imagined overnight success. A laptop. A beach. Endless passive income. And maybe that's what pulled you in. But now you know the real money, the sustainable money, the money that changes your life. It's not built on hopes and dreams. It's built on problems and solutions. It's built on understanding people. It's built on trust. It's built on actually being useful. And that's not dead. That never dies. That's the foundation of every successful business in human history. So is dropshipping dead in 2026? No. It's just finally growing up. And if you grow up with it, the opportunity is bigger than ever. So grab that phone, open that Notes app, and start solving problems. Your side hustle is waiting.